Hey guys, this will serve as the weekly overview for December 16th as we're leading into the holiday season. Just want to hope everybody has safe travels. If you need anything while you're traveling, need workouts, suggestions, or anything else, let us know. If not, just enjoy your time. It's okay to have a little downtime during this time to spend time with family and rest and recover. On Monday, we are going to start off with 30 rounds for time, 1 power clean and jerk, 3 toes to bar, and 5 wall balls. We're adjusting that for fitness for 2 leg raises and 4 wall balls, just kind of adjusting the volume on the leg raises and the wall balls. Overall, this workout is very steady as far as how this is going to be approached. None of these reps that you're looking at here should be something that you really have to really think about. On the power clean and jerk, that is where it is going to be a little tougher weight. It should be slightly tougher, but we shouldn't have any issues making those every single time. So make sure that that's the weight you're choosing. So it's walk up, hit a power clean and jerk, walk over, hit 3 toes to bar, walk over, do 5 wall balls. A nice steady state is what we're looking for. When we look at scaling, we're going to scale this to be sub 30 minutes or 1 round a minute. I think that's totally fine if you want to approach it that way and go a little heavier on the weight and challenge yourself. Good targets sub 23 minutes or around every 35 seconds, and then the top target will be somewhere around every 35 seconds or so. All right, this should be a fun one, guys. Shouldn't cause a lot of soreness because, again, we have very small sets here, even though the volume is pretty decent. We have 90 toes to bar total, 150 wall balls, and 30 power clean and jerks. Should be a fun one, though, guys. One that you can really just focus on moving well and focusing on just hitting each set, good range of motion, and good quality control. On Tuesday, we have 2 rounds for time, 40 and 30 cal row, 20 burpees, jumping and clap, 40 alternating dumbbell hang power snatches, and then 20 handstand push-ups. Okay, this one right here, guys, today we're going to be really challenging ourselves on this handstand push-up in the sense of being done under fatigue, especially going into the last round. Really coming out pretty steady on the rower, burpees, nice steady movement, same thing with the hang power snatch, and then just breaking everything up to essentially get to the handstand push-up and feel good. We can cut the reps back on the handstand push-up if we have them to 15 or even 12 or even 10 really around if that's something you just want to work on getting done. But if you have any issues with the neck or the shoulders or worry about doing the handstand push-up at all, going to a dip is what we're going to go today, so that could be a ring dip or a matador dip as well. Good options for today. Okay, if we look at this time-wise, we're going to scale for 20 minutes. Good target's 15 and the top target of 12, and really 12 minutes can be really moving. It's sort of keeping your row to 2 minutes, your burpees to roughly a minute, 2 minutes on the hang power snatch, and then 1 minute on the handstand push-ups, and then doing that for multiple rounds. I think it is a good target and it'll be hit today. But again, you're just working on moving at the fastest pace you can to make sure you can get the handstand push-ups done at a reasonable amount of time. All right, Wednesday, we have that A1, A2. We're going to go front squats, 4 sets of 8. We're going to start at whatever you hit last week. Around the top set, whether it is the top set or close to it, I think that's fine. If you're feeling a little beat up today from the week, maybe you're going to back that down a little bit. But you should get at least heavier on one of those sets, 1 or 2 of those sets from last week. On the gymnastic pulling, we're going to do the same thing. Whatever you did last week, you're just going to try to add a rep or 2 per set. And again, focusing on high quality movements on this gymnastic piece. This is us kind of using that skill that we've been ingraining for a while and spending time and doing it under slight fatigue. Okay, so it's on the 0 and then on the 2, and we're just going alternating on the 2 minutes for this entire piece. After that, we've got for quality, we have 8 to 10 double dumbbell single leg RDLs. When you're holding those dumbbells, keep them in the same line, right? So as you reach down, try not to lean down with one or the other, and you're just sending one leg back, and then you're coming back up. We're going to go 8 to 10 per side. We're going to go 15 to 20 hollow rocks to really drive in that good hollow position for the basic gymnastic movement, core movement. And then we have Spanish squats where you have that band around the knees. And you can do that with the goblet squat as well for 10 to 12. And just keep that thing moving. We're really just going to kind of try to attack the quads. This is more of really an accessory movement or accessory day to kind of fill out that front squat that we just did. On Thursday, 4-minute AMRAP, 5, 10, 15, and 20 cals, 10, 20, 30, 40 double unders, rest 3 minutes for 4 sets. You start over each time. We want to try to finish at the same place each time or close to it. We should see maybe a little fall off on sets 3 and 4. or you could try to get a little bit faster each round. I think that's a good way to do it. But we are pushing a tough intensity. So your goal is to kind of push the intensity that you can repeat, but it's so close to the line of you falling off. And that way, if you do fall off a little bit, you pushed it. But if we fall off a ton, you don't even get into the next round, or maybe you're 20, 30 calories less or something. That's you went too hard on the first set. So pushing hard, 3 minutes of rest from a 4-minute work is a good amount of time, but this is a pretty intense workout. If you don't have double unders, I just want to kind of remove it completely as far as jumping rope, because we don't really want this to turn into a skill limiter day. And that's why we have plate hops for the fitness, hopping forward, hopping back, and just working on moving consistently. It's just about getting the heart rate up. This is all about heart rate. This entire workout is just a cardiovascular workout, and it's about pushing intensity. So if any of this stuff looks, in a day like this, when we're saying, hey, this is not about, skill, make sure that it's not about skill. Okay, we want to make sure this is about getting our heart rate pretty high, actually, and then coming down. We're not going to recover fully, but then we're going to go again and again, and each time our heart rate's going to get a little bit higher each round, and it's going to recover a little bit less, and that last one should be pretty tough. On Friday, we have 3-position snatch. So we have we're going to go from the high hang position, so just slight, that position 1, bend at the knees, shoulders over the bar, drive the hips. Then we're going to go to the top of the knee, shins vertical, and then we're going to go from the floor. And we're going to do that on the 3 minutes. You can power or full these. You're going to build to a tough set. If you're doing fitness, we're just going to go 3 to 5 reps, of the hang, and just keep working the hang position and try to improve our hang or high hang position. After that, 7-minute AMRAP, 5 deadlifts, 225, 155, 3 wall walks. RX Plus is 275 and 185. And then the fitness, I picked a weight that, it should be tough for most people, 185 and 125. Now, 7-minute AMRAP, guys, doing around a minute, I think is going to be good. It'll probably be more than that for really the top score, but if you're getting at least 5 rounds, I think that's pretty solid. For scaling the wall walks, we're just going to walk those up as high as we can, or we can do an inchworm walk where we're walking our hands out as far as we can in front of our head and then walking our hands back. And again, when we do those wall walks, we try to push at the shoulder, bending the elbows just very slightly. And we go from there. So again, this is more of just like correct hinging pattern and core work, building our shoulder stability, as well as tapping into that core fatigue going into the deadlift. So make sure we're setting up on the deadlift. We should make sure that we push high quality reps. That set of 5 should be very doable in a set of 5. And maybe towards the end, maybe it feels tough, but we should never surrender our back position. So make sure that we're really focusing on the quality of the rep on the deadlift, specifically locking out at the top. And on Saturday, we have 5 rounds for times in teams of 2, 20 bench press at 80 to 100% body weight, 50-foot farmer's carry per athlete, heavy, so 70s or 100s or even 55s, whatever is tough for 50 feet, and then 20 cal row, breaking that up. However, now base this off your lighter athlete and realistically just picking someone that you can bench press with. We want to make sure we're wrapping our thumbs, but we can spot each other on this and make sure everybody's getting that barbell back to the rack, especially as we start getting a little fatigued. When we think of this, like at least sets of 5 should be done. So just, as you're talking to your partner, make sure you can do sets of 5 or close to it. And then you're just trying to split it up as evenly as possible. Okay, just a good way to finish this week. To take the bench presses and the farmer's carry as very much for quality. On the bench presses, we're getting our shoulders back and down. We're pushing. We're not letting our elbows flare. We're driving through all the way up, all the way down. And then on the farmer's carry, same thing. Shoulders are rolled back, focus on carrying, and then we can kind of push the row however we want. It's not really that many calories. So it's just kind of like a filler to get back into it. Just a nice way to kind of flush the system and then get ready for next week. All right, if you guys have any questions, let us know. Again, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Looking forward to having a good week, Christmas, having a good 12 days of Xmas workout coming up. So we look forward to it, guys. We'll see you then.